when illness quietly knocks. Welcome to Life Wisdom, where you'll find moments of peace and relaxation in stories that might just reflect your own journey. Every time I call home, or sometimes when I get a chance to visit the village, I hear my mom gently say, "Someone in the village just passed away." Instinctively, I ask, "How did they pass, Mom?" And the familiar answer comes again, "Cancer, my dear." Back then, the two words cancer were rare, like finding a needle in a haystack. But now, they weave into every meal, every family conversation, every sorrowful gaze of those who see others off. Esophagus, lung, breast, pancreas. The list grows longer each year. I remember vividly 25 years ago, my grandfather passed away from lung cancer. At that time, cancer was just a vague concept to us, floating through sad Korean dramas. But on the day we saw him off, I stood silently, watching the coffin lid disappear beneath layers of brown earth. An old, haunting question echoed in my mind. Where do people go when they leave? Would he turn into water, into air, dissolving into this space? Could it be that the very breath I'm taking now carries some molecules that once belonged to him? And if it were me leaving, would I be scared? Would I despair if I didn't know the final destination? Is illness truly a misfortune? Once, I read Irvin D. Yalom, the renowned existential psychologist, who wrote, "Death is the end, but the awareness of death can be a source of energy for life." When we face our mortality, we don't just feel fear. We also become more aware. I wasn't lucky enough to have a healthy body from childhood. Many times I faded during moments of exhaustion, and once I almost didn't come back. When I opened my eyes and saw the sky still blue, insects still buzzing around me, I burst into tears. Not from fear, but from the realization that I was still alive. And in that very moment, I stopped seeing death as an enemy, but as a large mirror, reflecting everything that was truly worth living for. When someone learns they have cancer, the first thing isn't to fight, but to allow themselves to grieve. Cry if you want to, scream if you need to. Pain shouldn't be hidden, because those very tears will wash away the dust that has covered a soul neglected for too long. Then, after that cry, you'll see death is very near. But from that point, you can tell yourself, I will live as long, as deeply, as fully as I can. Look death straight in the eye to truly live. We also need courage to face the truth. Immortality is just a dream. Living to be 100 is just a beautiful wish. Even living to 100, that's only 36,500 days. And when you know those days are limited, every moment you live becomes infinitely more precious. Death is the final station. Life is a one-way train with no round-trip ticket. Where does the value of life lie? The other day, I spoke with a patient with widespread metastatic liver cancer. Illness may steal our health, but it gives us an opportunity to re-examine our lives. If not for the illness, they might not have realized how important regular eating and sleeping and not overworking truly are. If they weren't confined to bed, they wouldn't have noticed how strong and resilient their seemingly fragile wife is, or how much she loves and worries about them. If they hadn't gotten sick and been hospitalized, busy working all year round, how would they have ever realized how much their children love their father, or how much their mother and siblings care for and dedicate themselves to taking care of them? Today, my nose stung with emotion when I saw a picture of their son holding the book I gave him, reading it to his dad. At that moment, how many people are as happy as this father? Life is about quality, the value of living, not how long it lasts. If it's short, but beautiful, full of experiences and love, leaving behind many values for the world, then it's worth it. Living isn't about how long, but how much value. Have you ever lived as if you would never die? How many years have you wasted chasing illusions, meaningless pleasures, habits that kill precious days? You can stop. Whether you're healthy or carrying some illness, you can still live differently. And the reality is, almost all of us are in a precancerous stage. So, let's live beautifully, correctly, and worthily. Cancer isn't just a disease. Sometimes, it's the final wake-up call. Love. Listen. Admire a blooming flower. Thank a loved one. Speak and give more. Live so that when you close your eyes, there are no regrets. As the poet Dylan Thomas once said, "Though lovers be lost, love shall not." The impact of life doesn't end when we depart. It continues to live on, in actions, in the hearts of others, in the eyes of our children, in every step we've ever taken in this life. Live as if today were the last day, and love as if life would last forever. Whether it's 3 months, 3 years, or 30 years, all are finite. 3 months should be cherished, 30 years even more so. Cherishing life isn't about extending existence, but about living enough, living deeply, living without regrets. Live your life to the fullest, exactly the way you want to. And let every day you breathe be a memorable day, not just for yourself, but for the whole world. If these thoughts resonate with you, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment with your reflections, and subscribe to our channel to catch more videos on life wisdom.